Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianne and this is Bresknits. This is kind of a late, potentially overdue video. This video is very much inspired by Emily from High Fiber Knits. I think everyone was inspired by her mood board idea and kind of knitting based off of a mood board, and I definitely was among those people to the point that I went ahead and made a mood board. You can see it, it's on Instagram, and I pulled a lot of the pictures from Pinterest, of course, and kind of started thinking, like, as soon as I saw the mood boards, I'm like, what does spring mean to me, right? And it's kind of silly to think that right now in my current state, because I can't really knit a lot of closed items. So it'd be either like cardigans or very cropped things that I could put over my belly, and then once the belly's gone, like, let it sit back to normal, but I won't really know what that length looks like. So needless to say, I still have ideas. You've been around sometimes last year, before I switched to in front of my bookshelf, I have been filming, forgot if it's this way, yes, in front of this little painting in my dining room. Let me see, there we go. Okay, I've been painting in front of that painting in front of my dining room. IKEA. IKEA has some paintings there, and I really am a fan of Impressionism. And I feel like a lot of the colors that are in that painting are beautiful. My sister even got me this little print that I really liked on Etsy. It's like Monet's water lilies, but with a kitty in there. And I just wanted to show that off because it's very cute and kind of basically where I'm getting my color inspiration from. You just usually I guess it kind of goes with that, like, you know, the trend of the, are you a true winter, are you a true autumn, are you a spring or summer or whatever. I guess I haven't really like thought about that too much. Right now I'm kind of in a, let's just see what colors I'm feeling. I do know for a while I did read a book that was like, okay, kind of going, instead of, I guess, your skin, I mean, it is your skin tone, but also like part of it was like how to dress for certain occasions. So even like if you want a dramatic color, like, look at, and to be fair, the book is older, written by a man, but I don't know, maybe there's some validity to it. But there is, like, if you want a dramatic color, if you want a color that'll make people remember you, like, look at the inside of your wrist, and then the like cooler toned vein is the one you should try to match as much as possible. So for me, I definitely have like my veins are popping out a little bit more, but I definitely have more of a blue purple, but then makeup that looks normal on me is usually like a neutral or warm. So it's kind of hard to tell sometimes for me. I do know anything that's a little bit on the grayish side, maybe not so much unless I did charcoal, but that's basically it for that color. But basically, all this to say, my summer color, I mean my spring colors are very much not colors that I thought I'd gravitate towards. But just thinking of this inspiration of spring and what makes me want to knit is definitely in those cool tones, or cooler tones anyway. And yeah, so this is my spring mood board. Like I said, it's also on Instagram, and it's just very interesting to me that most of my mood board is a lot of these blues and purples, you know, hints of pink as well, different shades of pink, all that jazz. I'm also into, what do they call it? 12? Is that how you say it? 12? 12. I don't know how you say it. It's the white with blue. It's French, where it kind of has like depictions and scenes on, mostly it's on wallpaper, but now they're like on dresses and stuff. I think that's really cute. I really like that. Do I own anything like that? No. But I just really like the color combo. So again, that blue and that cream, I really was calling out to me. So I guess I just kind of want to go over some yarn that I picked out from my stash, and I'm really glad all of this is in my stash, to kind of go over, I guess, what I want to knit and what inspired me to knit from making this mood board. One of them is definitely a whip I have, so I'm going to pull that out because I forgot to pull that out. Okay, so I guess I'll just pull out the whip first, because why not? So this isn't necessarily like a spring type top, but it still gets cold sometimes. It's still raining. Last week it rained a couple of times during the week. Sometimes it was sprinkling and then it got really heavy rain, but this is the Pigalle jumper by Fabel Knitwear. I already spoke about this in my March podcast, so I'm not going to say too much about it, but there we go. I feel like we've definitely been seeing a ton of stripes everywhere. I love stripes. Stripes are great. Do I love knitting them? I'm getting kind of annoyed of it right now, but it's mostly of having to switch out the yarn. But I love the look still. I think it's very classic. And I think just the shape of it is very feminine, and that's kind of what's on my mood board, is a feminine spring goddess kind of thing. Does the Pigalle jumper scream goddess? No, maybe more like feminine, sophisticated, but I still really like it, and I really was gravitated to the blue. Again, the taupe isn't usually my color, but I thought it complemented the blue really well. And yeah, that's about it. The blue is this color. It's Innis More by Explore Knits and Fibers. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to talk about it that much because I already talked about it, but but yeah, that's one of my whips that I've already been inspired to make based on my mood board, just by the color solely. Okay, so another one I've also talked about on my podcast is this beautiful, I mean, honestly, like, look, it is the perfect purple, from the lily flower to, wait, it's like the same thing. So this is the Surrey sock from Sorella Yarn in Provence. And this purple, like I said, not like I said, but I've usually never gravitated towards like jewel tone purples, so I kind of always stopped it there when it comes to purples. But this purple was just so beautiful and called out to me that I had to get it. And this one I already have plans to make the Paysanne blouse by Fabel Knitwear again. I do like knitting her pieces. I think they're really beautiful. I have 1, 2, 3 teas. 1, 2, 3 cakes of this now, just because the Paysanne has a lot of ease, and I'm going to be knitting 1 needle size up, mostly because I am a tight knitter and I was already a centimeter off gauge with the 4mm, but I'm pretty sure this will be enough, because I think with my last one it was a little bit smaller on the gauge and I did three, um, 3 sock weight yarns, and I still had some extra. So there's that. Yeah, that's the inspiration for this one. I also have been putting my face in a lot of my thumbnails recently because I just felt not weird, but just, I don't know, pregnancy hormones. Okay, so the next yarns that I have, I don't think I'm gonna make something with this right now, which makes me sad, but I only have 2 hands and so much energy right now that it's kind of hard to want to do anything with this much yarn. But I have, again, this is from Sorella Yarn. I really love their yarn colors. It is boulangerie. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's in their classic DK base, and it's like this beautiful pink color, again, that's like in this, exactly in my mood board. It's like a creamy pink color. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. You're able to appreciate it a little bit. It kind of gives me like a hint of coral with like a cream pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful, and it feels like a classic pink color. And with this one, again, it's Fabel Knitwear. When I saw this yarn, the first pattern that came to mind was the Nutcracker jumper by Fabel Knitwear. And it seems like the perfect spring sweater, especially when you're in that transition period from winter into spring and you're kind of just wanting to be in the throes of spring. That's kind of how I've been dressing before we got the warmth coming in, is just dressing like I was calling upon spring through my clothes. I had all of the florals on, the lighter colors. Like I have a light purple dress that's kind of similar to the yarn I just showed you as like a base, and wearing that to work, even though it's like literally professional attire. I just want spring to come. So anyway, there's that one. Oh no, my battery's about to die, so I need to keep it moving. The next yarn I have is this yarn. It's not beautifully made up. It is Ramagarn alpaca linen, and I want to make the Mohair Intentions cardigan with this. I believe it's on 5mm, and I usually have the same gauge as Vanessa, so I'll probably just jump in. I probably should make a swatch, especially because it's lace, but I kind of just want to jump in and get it, have the cardigan, because I just really want that cardigan. I also have other yarns pulled out without necessarily an intention for them, but they fit my mood board. So this one's Explore Knits and Fibers. This one's Untamed, and it's in the Denali sock base. I have 3 of them. Not really sure what to do with them, but I think this is a really pretty pink, and I think it's a pink that fits me too. Oh no, why isn't it? Don't focus on me. There you go. Don't know what to do with those. I haven't known what to do with those since I got them. This is Teeny Button Studio. It's in the Mohair, and it's in Bartok. It's in the Anastasia collection. These ones are going to be a Fabel Knitwear pattern. It's supposed to be. Hi everybody, sorry, you'll notice the light looks definitely a little different because my battery died, and yeah, the sun has definitely moved locations. Never mind, my husband's opening the curtain so that way we can get as much as we can. But where I left off was that I have these Mohair skeins from Teeny Button Studio. It is 70% mohair, 30% silk, 459 yards of yarn. Don't know why I lost what I was going to say. And it's 50 grams. And it was part of her Anastasia collection. So this one is Bartok. I wish you could kind of, let me see. You can kind of see it. It has a bit of a sheen. And it is like, I would consider it between a pink and a purple, but more purple than pink, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And I know I mentioned not really being into grays, but it's not really gray. Like I said, it's more of a purplish, maybe cream. Sorry, I'm like putting my face in there. You can kind of see the colors a little bit, but I feel like the camera doesn't really do it justice. It's very nice. Oh, there you go. You get the little bit of purple in there, right there. And then there's like a spot of this like magenta color in there as well. Because I haven't caked it, I can't really see what else to be expected there, but these do have a plan, and I purchased these with a plan, and that's for the Fabel Knitwear Folklore Ruffle top. Since I've seen it, I wanted to make it, so I just needed to find the right yarn for it, and here we go. So I have these, and like I mentioned before, I got cut off. I was like racing through because I knew I was about to get cut off. I have these Untamed by Explorer Knits and Fibers. It's only 400 yards, so I was going to use this for a Paysanne blouse too, but I realized it wouldn't have enough. Yeah, I don't think I would have enough. So 400, or maybe I would, and I just didn't feel like making another one. I think the intention was to make another Paysanne blouse, and then as I kept looking at it, I was like, it feels like it should be something else. But it can only really get me to 1,200 yards. I'm not really sure what I can make in that for me, other than maybe a shawl, but I'm not really a shawl wearer. I could wear some, but like the Sophie shawl, the small one or something, or the big one for when it's really cold, but I think those are a DK. That's not really a... Anyway, this is what I have. I don't know what to do with it, but I do like the colors, and it does give me like, these are probably a better transition color from winter to spring because they're a little darker rather than the other pink I had. But like I said, that pink I feel like is when you want to call spring upon you. But that's like the feeling that I get from it. So that's why we're all in this together. So not all of these have plans. So these will probably carry over sometime next spring. Sorry, I don't know what to... Sorry, it sounded like my dog was whining, but I don't know. Unless I make like spring style socks, but I have 3 skeins, so I don't know. Anyway, so those are that. And I already mentioned this one. Let me see what else I have in here. Oh, so like this painting, you can kind of see the bottom of it, has like this beautiful blue. I'll show you. That's a beautiful blue in it too. And then I have this from Sewella Yarn. I can't remember what the name of it is for the life of me. I got it last year. Last year, I think. We had just gone to Cancun and I was still making the ripple halter top. Yeah, I think it was last year. It is a mix of wool and silk, and it's so nice to knit with. um, I think for the ripple halter, I can't remember if I had two skeins for that or if I did ended up doing it with one skein and a little bit of the second one, and I just have this left. It is a sock weight yarn. I am thinking about doing, I think I have a majority of the skein still left. So I was thinking about doing the 9 p.m. tank top. Or I can do, I don't know what else, but I really like this blue. And like I said, blue's not really usually my color, but I mean, that's a lie. I like blue, but like, I feel like I can't really wear that many blues. Like a lot of the, I see like gray blues that I see a lot of people wear. I can't really wear those because they don't look good on me. They make my skin look a little dull and not vibrant. So I do like this one though. I feel like it does my skin wonders. I don't know like undertones of colors, but I really like this. This color is really nice. But yeah, I can't remember how much was in here either. I'd have to look it up, but I know I only used a little bit of it for the ripple halter, so I do have a good chunk left. And then what else do we have? Oh, okay. So these ones also just played into the inspiration, but not sure if I'll make anything with them during the springtime. It's also Explore Knits and Fibers from the Ireland collection. It's this one. I know it's somebody's name, so I don't really want to butcher it. But it's beautiful. It's light. She is the moment. Look at how, like, it's got the purples, the pinks, the shades of blue, and I think it'd be more like a teal that you see right there. And it's so beautiful. I feel like it's all of the colors that I've been showing you so far just in one. This is in the Cashmere Cavern sock. I got the, what do you call it? I got the variegated pack when she came out with the collection. So it's absolutely beautiful. The Cashmere Cavern sock has 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. And I have been seeing a lot of the like cashmere knitted bralettes, but I'm afraid I might need more than one skein. It is 435 yards, so I don't know. I haven't really looked into them just because I knew a lot of them needed cashmere and I wasn't really wanting to shell out the money for cashmere bralette. But now that I have it, I mean, it's really cute. Why not? Or it's because, okay, realistically, I did this to myself so I can make some socks. I haven't yet. I haven't felt the urge to make the sock yet. But we'll see. Anyway, so the next one is also Irish. It's Irish Heather from Explore Knits and Fibers from her Ireland collection. Again, it has like very much goes well with the Untamed, I think. You know, I think now that I'm used to like carrying in stripes, at least these two could look really well together, but I don't really know of a color work pattern that requires 1,200 yards of just plain like tonals, sorry, of just a tonal, and then 435 of a variegated or a contrasting color. And I feel like with the contrasting color, they are beautiful. Like I've seen definitely people do color work patterns like that, but I don't know if I can pull it off, and I'm scared about that. This would look cute in like the gray gingham. But I think I need more of this. And I unfortunately only have one skein. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think with the gray gingham, I could probably pull it off. Ugh. I think it would look cute. I probably would have needed another Irish heather. I don't know. What do you guys think? I usually knit about a medium size. Bust circumference, I think, is usually like a 94 centimeter circumference. So if you guys think that could work with what I have, then let me know. If not, if you have an Irish heather that you haven't used, you want to trade with me, I have the whole variegated collection. So maybe we could switch one of them. Anyway, excuse me, sorry. I think these look really nice together, like I said. But I'm like coming up with the ideas here as we're going. But yeah, this is the one. I do think it's beautiful. I think it goes really well with springtime. I just don't know what to do with it right now. Okay. So I think we're coming upon the end already, actually. So I put aside like a ton of yarn that I thought fit my spring inspiration. And it's so funny because I don't even knit that fast. Like Inga from Knitting Traditions and just like a ton, honestly, just a ton of other people. I feel like, oh my goodness, wait a second. This would look really cute together too. Okay, queens, my two queens, my two yarn queens. Like, look at that. For a second, can you see the like stripe of pink with the Sorella yarn? Like, that would look cute. Maybe I need another one of these too, and I can make like dark spring transition with the great gingham, and then the full-on soft spring pastels for a great gingham. That would look so cute, except actually no, okay, the pink is, the Sorella yarn is a DK, so that wouldn't work. And plus I think the pattern calls for sport weight yarn, so there goes that. But the colors look really nice together. Anyway, on to the next thing. I'm trying to find all of them, but I have these. These are the Drops Kid Silk Mohairs in the color, I don't think they have a color number 9. It's a beautiful purple. I made a yarn list for Christmas, I believe, to give to my husband because he was like, what yarns do you want? So, okay, I got 3 of them. But I just, I didn't realize that I had asked for this color. I thought I had asked for darker colors. But I guess I asked for a purple color. So I'm not really sure what to do with these ones. There is 230 yards per donut. So I'm not really sure what to do with these. So if you have an idea, please let me know. That would be great. I also have, these are left over from, I don't think these are actually left over from anything. I think I purchased these by accident when I was making my Cargill, and then noticed I had purchased the wrong color when I did the ribbing for the collar, and I had to unwind it. Wait, no. These are the same color. I don't know why they're showing. One looks more gray than the other, but anyway, I have these. Don't know what to do with them. They're both knitting for Olive Merino. I guess I'll figure out what to do. It's 250 meters. I'm not good at my math, and I am not going to try to translate that for myself. Basically, I have that amount. I also have this amount of knitting for Olive. I forgot what it was called. It's like terracotta rose or something. But it's very much in the same vein of the Untamed. They would look great together, but I'm not sure how much I have here. If Knitting for Olive usually has, I can't really give that to you. Wait, hold on. No, that's drops. I also have this drops, which is an extra from the Cargill. And I think this is also drops too. This is also extra from my Cargill that I had left over. I have this one too. I know there are like Well Loved Knits has like a pattern for a big bow. Problem is my hair is super short, so I can't really do something like that. Oh no, it's not a bow. It's a scrunchie. Can't really do something like that. Even though I do think those are adorable and I do think bows are adorable and I would really like to do that on my hair, but I also really like my hair shorter than I do long. So I have one and a bit of this color from Drops Kid Silk. And I have, excuse me. This one is definitely Knitting for Olive because it feels so much nicer than the other mohair I just had in my hand. This was remnants from the Daphne top. I forgot what color it was. If you really want to know, you can go back to that video where I talk about it, but this is the color. It's a beautiful pink. And I don't know what to do with these remnants either. This is basically a full skein or full donut. So do with that what you will. This is like half of one, and this is definitely like a quarter. So I guess I just need to do the math later for how much I have here. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this either. Maybe I can hold some of these together and kind of have like a marled something, like a fingering weight marled something. I don't know, but that's all I really have from these. I don't think these would look good mixed in. I just don't think that'll look good. But I believe that is all, folks. Oh, I found it. 4 of these drops. So 4 230 yards. That is 460 for 2 of them. Hold on, I have my phone right here. Let me see. 230 times 4. 920 yards of this purple mohair. I'm not sure what to do about it or do with them, so if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comments. Same goes for my mohair scraps because I have no idea what to do with them. Or even if you have suggestions for these bad boys, let me know in the comments below. I might go take a look at the Grey Gingham and see if I could pull this off, or potentially find somebody else who has an Irish heather, an extra skein, so that way you can swap or I can buy something. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Okay, so that's all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. What have you knit for the spring? Have you made a spring mood board to kind of help you maintain that focus? Do you have plans? Did you have plans? I know spring lasts technically until June 20th. So we shall see how much I can actually get done until then. It's just funny because it's like my due date is the beginning of summer. So it's near there. And I don't know how much I'll actually be able to get done, but let's see what I can do within that time. I will probably try to do an April knitting podcast. I can't be too sure about May, but we'll see. Okay. Thanks so much again for watching. And if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing and sharing and all of the things. Thanks again. Have a good day. And I hope your guys' spring is fabulous and full of color, because I want it. I love seeing all the flowers in bloom, and I don't know, maybe I'm a spring girly. Before I used to say I'm fall, which I do like fall, but fall still feels like summer here in Southern California, so maybe more like springtime. I love the breeze still coming in and the flowers versus the fall. It's like, it's okay, it's fine, but I don't know. This year spring has my heart, so let me know what you guys are making. Okay, bye.